Around the globe, people are growing bigger and bigger, making obesity a global epidemic of the 21st century. One measure commonly used to measure overweight and obesity is the body mass index. The BMI is a relationship between weight and height that is associated with body fat, nutritional status, and health risk. BMI is determined by your weight in kilo divided by your height in meters. For adults of 18, anything over 25 indicates overweight, and from 30 and on, it's obesity. Since 1980, the number of overweight and obese people has doubled. Today, there are over 1.2 billion overweight people in the world. And of these, over 500 million are obese. Obesity and overweight with children is also rapidly growing. And per 2011, over 40 million children under 5 were overweight. Obesity is a big global issue, and researchers are trying to figure out what the main cause is. So is it genetics that has made us fat, or is it our changing lifestyles? Even though genetics can play a role in obesity, researchers have determined that it is not the big factor that leads to the big problem we are facing. It's the big changes in our social environment and lifestyles. One of the factors is we have busier lives than we used to. We are always on the run to something, we stress more with work, 2 parents working in a household, and a lot of other factors that lead us to having less time in general, which leaves us with less time to eat properly. But at every corner, at our convenience, there is a McDonald's, or a Pizza Hut, or KFC, or Burger King, which provides us with processed food which is fast, cheap, and portable. This has become a global diet. Processed food that has little to non-nutritional value for us and very high in saturated fat and sugars, which are toxins for the body. Combine this with all the convenient inventions of the 20th century, cars, computers, televisions, and our physical activity has rapidly decreased over the years, putting people in front of the televisions and spending a lot more time on their computers. So what are the consequences of obesity? Why is it a big global issue? Obesity highs the risk of getting numbers of life-threatening diseases and has been proven to be a direct factor to them, like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, certain types of cancer, dementia, and numerous more. In the world today, obesity is a bigger threat than HIV, and there are now more overweight people than underweight people in the world. 10% of total health costs in the world goes towards obesity-related diseases. Loss of productivity at workplaces due to obesity costs billions of dollars every year around the globe. A big consequence is now that our children are also affected heavily. And the most frightening of all, 2.8 million people die every year as a direct cause of obesity. Supportive environments and communities are fundamental in shaping people's choices, giving people a choice of healthy foods and regular physical activity. Accessible, available, and affordable for everyone. Every individual needs to limit their intake of fats and sugar and increase their intake of food with nutritional value, like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and nuts. They also need to move more. You need to burn as many calories as you eat to prevent weight gain. 150 minutes a week of physical activity should be a minimum for adults and 60 minutes a day for children. The food industry can also play a significant role in the prevention of obesity by reducing fat, sugar, and salt in processed foods and making healthy and nutritious foods affordable and available for all consumers. If we don't start the battle against obesity soon, this might just be the shape of things to come.